Welcome to the Watchtower. We are here ready to do our first tier list. Good time to do the tier list. We just watched probably the last card of 2025, which was the Lou Madness card in St. Louis. So I have a collection of 30 players throughout the scene who either have, and everybody here has multiple ones on the scene, but we also have guys that, might have played in pay-per-view games, different seasons, played on different platforms, things of that nature. So we got 30 people. And let me know in the comment section if you feel like we should have added different names, different people. But we have this collection of 30. And as we go through, we'll just see where they stand. Will, you got anything?
Right, yeah. For me right now, it's a good list because for a good group because I don't know everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So I like this. Yeah.
And I have a good feeling that this will be most of the same guys next year as well. Uh, these guys have established themselves in the scene and they have more matchups that we want to see them in. Um, so we're gonna list them. And if you feel like there were people that should have obviously made this list that we didn't put in here, then you just gotta, let us know. And that player also has to be more impactful as well for us to be able to pay attention, of course. So
Yeah.
let's get
And
started. What you
is
got?
Mike Harden in? Mike
Is
Harden?
Mike Harden here? Mike Harden is right here. This guy.
Oh, he looks different there. Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't
Is
heard of
there?
him in a while.
Yeah, Mike Harden's right there. Is there any guy in particular that you want to start with, or you want to just start with Skoob, which is right here?
Yes. Can you shuffle it a little?
What do you mean?
I mean, like, it's like, man, they started with Scoob and Nas. I wanted it to be like, okay, this one.
Yeah, because I
The
mean,
way
I
it's,
see throughout it, there's the nice guys and the whack guys all throughout the list.
yeah, it's cool. Okay. So I'm gonna, okay, Scoob, I'll go, I'll go, let's put him A. Okay. I'll put him S, but feel like
Towards
we'll
the
be
bottom of
pushing,
S.
yeah, we'll put him in the bottom of S.
So
Yeah.
that's one thing I think too. So what do you mean when you say S tier, A tier, B tier? I have an idea of it, so I'll just go myself. When I say S tier, I mean these are the guys who need to represent the one scene in any competition where we hear that they're gonna play somebody who used to play NBA, somebody like a DA who he won MVP in China. We need to give him our best shot. So we need to see because he's gonna headline a 1v1 card. You know what I'm saying? So somebody like Skoob, I think he is good enough to do that. Obviously, he headlined in Lamar Peters' first game and won the game as well. So I like putting Skoob in this S tier.
Yeah. He
Do you
would
like
have,
that definition of S tier?
yeah.
Yeah.
But there are also some people who are very popular, but might not be S tier. So they
Okay.
might place without even being S. But maybe
H.
not on
Yeah.
this.
Right here.
Yeah,
Say it again.
maybe not on this list. Maybe you are 100% right.
Mm-hmm.
Just so looking at it, it could be true, 100% true.
Yep. Yep. So that's Uncle Scoop. We have him in the A tier, and we'll try our best to put this in order of like left to right. Like for example, just right now, I'm gonna put Nas right here in the front of the S tier. Just like because in my opinion, he's the best guy on the scene.
Yeah,
So like this is where like left to right, left is better, right it means you're towards the bottom.
yeah. He's an
You got
undisputed champ.
Yeah, I think he's the undisputed number one. He actually hasn't lost in a couple of years. It sounds like his last loss was versus Zay. Um, it is about time we start to see him against guys who are in the scene again. So his last ones, I mean, and he did play ones against Beno, but as impressive as the performance was against Beno, we know Beno was tired that day, and Beno is not as good. So I want to see him against some of the top 5 talent again. But he played Isaiah Briscoe. That was a no contest. He did kill Kyree Walker, which low key was a surprise to me. We'll talk about Kyree soon. When that was before Kyree played any ones at all. And I thought Kyree would have won that game. So yeah, good job by Nas this year, and he's done well. Now we didn't talk about Skoob enough. What do you think about Skoob? Why is he at the bottom of S tier for you?
Because there's gonna be some guys in A tier where just like if they're hot that game, they could beat him.
Mm,
But but he's also the kind of guy where he got enough defense to where even if a guy's hot, he can still beat them.
hmm
So I think him being S tier, he's he's the standard to be S tier.
mm.
If you beat him, if you can consistently beat him, if I know if y'all play 10 games and you will beat him 5 times, then you could beat us.
So you think he is the line for where you should be, whether you are considered S tier or not? I think that's a good way to describe Skoob.
Yeah.
Now we got Eli Carter. How familiar are you with Eli Carter?
Is this Kyrie's man's?
Yeah.
Uh can we wait? Can we wait? Because he's the kind of guy I want to wait in this
Okay. Do you
because
want to?
it's
Yeah, go ahead.
gonna get very tricky.
Okay. Cool.
Well, let's put him in the I'll put him in B.
In the B tier. So that's an
What do you think?
interesting take. So get well soon, Eli. He actually, I believe, tore his ACL. I believe that's what I saw on social media. So get well soon. Um, he is like in his early 30s, so we hope that injury does not mess him up like for the rest of his time because he's an entertaining guy. His last ones he played were against Friga. He beat Friga up in Jersey on TNC. So he did well there, but he did get cooked by Moon on the Beasley Lance card TNC too. So yeah, as the video goes on, we'll see whether how we should place him. But for now, I'll have him in the B tier. I agree with that. He did
Let me
get
ask
worked by Moon.
let me ask you, that Freaky game, is that his most impressive game ever?
I'm not sure about that. I was very impressed with his day game more than his Friga game.
Okay.
His day game
So
was last year, 2024 or so.
so him beating Friga's not a fluke thing, is what you're
No,
saying?
it's not a fluke thing. He
And
played better than Friga.
he might be like a bottom of A guy, but
Bottom of A is not bad to me either.
yeah, then that's fine. Yeah. See, he was a tricky guy for me with yeah. I've seen him play a couple times.
The next guy is Reese. So Reese came onto the scene this year, and he won the whole showcase in Dallas. And now he's had 2 premier 1v1s. Uh, he played against Latin and played against Keyon. Lost both of those games, but played well in both games. So I'll start this right off, and I'll see what you think. I have him in the B tier.
That's fine. That's what I was thinking.
That's
Yeah, yeah. Because I'm not gonna really spoil what I think about Latin, but I'll say if not B, if not B, maybe you know more. I mean, you obviously would know more about Reese. If not B, he could probably go down C.
Mm.
He's
However,
not going.
so let me give him some. Let me shoot him some bail. He did win his matchup in Indiana, the Indiana card that Lance helped host. But the guy that he played, I'm not familiar with that guy. He played a bigger guy with a bigger frame, but Reese was very surgical on that court against the dude, and he won the game clearly.
Interesting because against Latin, what he did to start prevailing was he started going inside and using his body more.
Hmm. Yeah, because
I wasn't impressed.
his frame is slightly bigger than Latin. Yep.
Yeah, I wasn't impressed with his technical ability. It was okay. It was not bad. It wasn't horrible or anything.
Okay.
Um, but it was like I wasn't impressed with it to where I'm saying like he's leaning A. It was more like he leaning C, his technical ability, but maybe it was just a bad game for him.
I think that was his first 1v1 against someone that does 1v1s, which is Latin. Um, and I think he has a really good jumper. Um, and who
Yeah,
knows, this year because he really did cook in that showcase where he went like it was a showcase of a bunch of quote unquote nobodies, and he rose to the top of that. So that's why he's in the real TNC, pay-per-view circuit. But I want to see more of him.
yeah. I do like his jumper.
Yep. So here's Keyshawn. Have you watched Keyshawn this year?
See, I've seen him play, but I gotta remind myself of how he is.
Okay, cool. So
He's,
Keyshawn's 1v1s this year, he did get cooked by Latin, but he beat Baldy. He beat Shadell. Do you remember the Shadell game?
I think I watched that game. Yeah.
I sent it to you. I told you to watch it. It was an entertaining one. So he beat Baldy.
What was the score?
He beat him by maybe 8 points or so. I will.
Man,
I have him in the B tier right there. I don't think he's better than Reese.
okay. I'm just going to I'm gonna go to his gram. I'm gonna remember how he hoops. But yeah,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go to his gram and just see it.
Just remember how he hoops. When was Keyshawn in Latin? Was that the end of last year? So Keyshawn, yes, that was last year when Keyshawn and Latin happened. Yeah, that was a bad one. So, um, well, Keyshawn and Latin in the first 100 game. Remember that whole thing. But Keyshawn
Yeah,
and Latin actually played ones to 30 this year, and Latin definitely smacked them. So, I got Keyshawn here in the B tier. I think he has abilities. He has D1 background and everything, but um, I need him in more dog fights so that I can see like if he actually is better than B.
yeah. I'm
Next up,
seeing
I
how
have yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm remembering how he hoops now.
Yeah.
He's all right. He's all right, but I remember him. I actually do remember him. He's inconsistent. I remember he did that like the way he moves side to side and stuff. It's pretty cool looking.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So he has a good jumper. So he beat Baldy 30-25. He won by 5 points. He shot 9 for 19 against Baldy. He shot 6 for 16 from three. Not bad, man. And he
he's
made all his
like
free throws.
he was like Norman Powell.
Like Norman Powell. Interesting.
Yeah, the way he do the side step
He
into his
floats.
three,
He
like
floats horizontally.
yeah, it's like Norman Powell,
It's kind of like what Moon does these days.
but he's very skinny though. I'm seeing in some of these clips he's skinny.
He's he's not chubby, but I mean I wouldn't call him one of the frail guys. I don't know. I wouldn't say he has a wiry frame. I wouldn't call him that.
Matter of fact, he probably lost weight because he in some of the older clips he's a little bigger.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. All right.
Yeah.
What do you think about Mike Harden? I have him in the B tier as well.
Right. Problem with him is that it's like he's fun to watch, but does he win?
Yeah, like he had a real tight game against Ryan. So if I look up Ryan, I'll look up the final score of that one. But of course, he lost in the pay-per-view versus Cam to start the year.
Like he's never above his opponent.
You think he doesn't blow people out? Pretty much is your thing.
And if he did do that here and there, then he would be hated. But he just doesn't have those moments where it's like, okay, he's just clearly better than this.
Hmm.
It's like he's always in a chess match.
He's always in a dogfight.
Yeah,
But he seems like he should actually be better than.
and I'm actually gonna say chess match because it's a mind game. Like they are trying to get into each other's head, and he's really like they're beefing in the game, and
Yeah.
it's a lot of them. He just never above. Like you gotta do those things where you gotta start focusing on doing those things where it's like I'm above you. Like, you're not on.
You want to see more blowouts out of Mike Harden?
Yeah, like he's level with them with
Yeah.
everyone. That's why he's a B tier. That's perfect for B tier.
He's not blowing out. You don't feel like he's blowing out anybody on this list, huh?
Nah, but his jumper's so nice that he can still keep up with. He's gonna have a close game with everybody in eight.
So I'm looking at these stats when he played Ryan. He played Ryan a few months ago. He beat him 31-26. He went 12 for 20 from the field. He went 5 for 8 from 3. So
Yeah,
he played a good offensive game, but honestly, Ryan played a good offensive game as well. Ryan was 9 for 17 from the field, 3 for 5 from 3. What I remember about this game was that Ryan was starting to mount a comeback and Mike couldn't close the game out. Yeah, because Ryan was down by as much as 10 points and closed it out to be a 5-point game. Yeah, this was a good way to see where Mike is at. But yeah, I got Mike in the B tier.
quickness on defense is his problem. People are quicker than him,
Mm,
and also then other guys are just stronger than him. So he doesn't have that body to be a great defender in this stuff. Like somebody like Latin, I would have just assumed he's gonna get to his spots. Qel is definitely getting to the spot.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm
Just
clicking on
entertaining.
something else here. Is this? Oh, I see. Qel actually beat Mike Harden.
Was it one of those
Uploaded
comeback?
in April 2025. Qel beat Mike Harden 30-28.
Yep. See? 30-28. Why are those close games with Mike Harden?
Yeah, see, like Mike Harden for his background, and I didn't see any stats, but he's associated with Southern University, the HBCU. So he has a D1 background somehow. But he's not outclassing guys.
No.
We expect more from him is our point.
He would be a good 3v3, 2v2. Actually, I think I've seen him play that. Can't remember.
I can't remember him in team games, but he should work well there for sure.
Yeah.
All right, next guy, Zay. For now, we'll put him between Nas and Skoob.
Yeah, he's above Skoob.
Yeah, he's above Skoob. He's below Nas, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Excuse me. He really. See, this is where like the pro stuff. Obviously, his G League background, D1 background. He's really in tune with what works for him, and he will abuse you in the exact same way if you allow him to do it.
Yep. I was very impressed. He was one of the reasons why I first got into this TNC and all that stuff. Like
Hmm.
all his life, he's one of the first people I watched, and he just he's so much bigger than everybody else.
Yeah.
And he still has game. I was actually surprised watching his highlights of his G League highlights because he actually played like a guard there. He has so much game in so many different ways.
Mm.
That he could, yeah, that's why he's still a good opponent for Nas.
He
Very
is
good
still a
opponent.
good opponent for Nas, and they should line it back up.
Yeah, I know Nas improved, but let's not just say that Nas is completely 100% better than Zay.
No. And so the thing is, before Zay's lost to Rob, and let's review his year. So he beat Tay in the 1v1 on the TNC one card back in February, where Friga played Nas. So he beat Tay there. He played 1v1 this year against this guy Joe Bryant, I believe his name is. He's a guy that used to play at Norfolk State. He really beat him. Um, and then he lost to Rob Cologne on the Lamar Scoob card back in July. Now he went and beat Bruce in New York in November. So he's had a strong year. And then he also beat Left Hand Dom in some ones. So it seemed like Left Hand Dom was trying to talk back and forth with him, and then he beat Left Hand Dom.
Okay, with Rob is like, see, with Rob, right? He's streaky, and I'm guessing for him to beat Zay, he probably had a great day. It
Yes.
was probably
And
like,
what happened is Zay was extremely cold from three.
wow. So it was a really good day for Rob, really bad day for Zay. Because
Yes.
I
And
like
I
Zay.
yes. And just to spoil it, I think Zay is still better than Rob.
Yeah, it's that 10 game rule. If they play 10 games, I think Zay is beating Rob like 7 times.
Yes, I agree with that. Next, Malik. Are you familiar with Malik?
That's another one like Keyshawn where it's like, man, I gotta remind myself. I know I've seen him, but
I'm gonna put
this one,
Malik. So Malik is good. I'm gonna put Malik. Malik has game. I'll put Malik here. I'll put Malik here because Malik has wins. Um, Reese has wins, but Malik has wins as well. Malik is real good. He's a guy where if you bring out just some guy that might have played D2 in some city, let's say TNC does TNC versus Phoenix, and you just bring out a guy that was D2 or something or out of shape D1, Malik will dog him.
yeah,
So that's where Malik is at. However, he did lose to Kel. He lost to him. He
you
lost
might
to
be
him,
right.
and Kel clearly beat him. I'll have Malik here. He has ones. He has enough ones to where I think I should respect his abilities more than Reese. But honestly, this would be a funny matchup to watch. That'll be a good one. All right, next
Yeah,
guy.
yeah, mm, okay.
We have Scottie Lewis here. How familiar are you with Scottie Lewis?
Oh yeah. The one that used to play for the Hornets.
Yes,
I'm familiar with him for the wrong reasons. Uh,
I got him
it
in the
ain't,
C tier.
it ain't even basketball related. I mean, yeah, it ain't even basketball related. I sent you that clip, right?
I don't
I sent
remember.
you-
I don't
yeah,
remember.
it wasn't basketball related.
Try to summarize it while keeping it YouTube friendly.
His It was him and his ex, like, and some interviewer on the street after asked his
Oh,
ex,
word?
like, yeah, and
Like, what, exchange phones or something?
it was exchange. I think it was exchange phones.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
it was a bad look.
Oh my gosh. Damn.
Yeah.
Dang. Hey, shout out Scotty, man. Ah, me. Man, God. All right. Yeah, I have him in the C tier. I don't know if he won any 1v1s this year. He got he had a clear loss to Bruce. He doesn't win. Um, he takes very difficult shots. I don't like what I see from him in ones at all.
See, one thing about like players that get to the league and stuff,
Yeah.
one thing about them is they treated 1v1 their whole life. They treated it like, let's get better. They didn't treat it like, let
Let
me do
me.
what I need to do.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So they don't know how to strategically win ones. They just try to get better. Taking the dumbest shots and all that.
Bruce actually clearly beat him. So yeah, I have him in the C tier for now.
Mhm.
Um, Scar is next up.
You know, the problem with Scar is he's talent wise A,
Yeah,
but
I agree with that.
his resume is C.
I'm gonna have him in the C tier because I like the game that he just played against what do you call it? This guy Caesar, who's apparently a former D1. Go check that out on Baller's Life, Jim. Caesar is a
Oh, Cesar
former.
Guerrero. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know him?
Yeah, I've known him for years,
So
but
that's what the
not
comment section said. They known him for years. I don't know Caesar Guerrero.
that game years ago. Two Hype versus Face. He was on the. I think he was on like the Two Hype team, or yeah, he was on one of those teams. He had a nice handle, but I have been seeing his name popping up in the one scene, but I hadn't gotten a chance to actually watch him in the one. But I know
But
how
you,
he.
so you know what Caesar does on the court.
Yeah.
Go watch. Go yeah. Go. It'll be a good throw down memory lane to check out how he played against Scar. But check that out, and yeah. Scar still has game. Clear game. I have him in C tier. He's lost some very ugly 1v1s, man. It's just alarming.
See, I wouldn't even be mad at you if you just like he's the type like he probably has lost to everybody in B tier, but
Hmm.
he is B tier. Like that's the thing mentally, like it. But his resume is so C tier to me.
Yeah.
It's so C tier. Yeah.
One thing I want to note: the name that I forgot to put on the list is Left Hand Dom. Like I don't see his picture.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
very
We can do.
disappointed in myself.
Oh you did this list. You made these.
Yes. I cut out these faces.
Okay.
The next guy is Pat. Pat
Mhm.
for the same reasons. I got Pat here because at least he beat Corey Sanders. I mean, Corey Sanders is somebody. He knows how to hoop. But Pat, um, man, he's lost some major games this year. He lost to Qel. He gave up a big lead on Qel. Um, he lost to who else? Lost to uh, Malik, I believe. And then he lost to Saint too. So yeah, I got Pat over here. He has abilities, but he just needs to put it together. And he also lost to Pep, Jeremy. He lost to Pep, bro.
Oh man.
He
So
lost to Pep.
C tier is look.
Look, if he
I'm
lost to
dis
Pep, I'm gonna put him here.
Yeah, C tier is like, bro, I'm disappointed in you, but I want to see more. I know
Yeah.
you had something that I know you could. Like, if you just unlock a shot clock where you could get to this level, you could beat these B tier guys. Like, it's just the disappointing ones player consistently disappointing. B tier is like sometimes you disappointed me, but sometimes you've done your job. Now, Scar, I'm sorry, Scar disappoints me so much. I've seen him play so many ones, but so
Mm.
many games, but he disappointed me so much. I know what he's capable of in a good way, but that's biased because he's Friga's friend. Like, this is somebody Friga's filmed the whole show with him, so I know how he plays. Because being with Friga, you're gonna get a lot of exposure for a lot of games you play. So he's still C tier. Yeah, S tier.
It's hard to put it in words quickly with what S tier is. Um,
They could 1v1 NBA bench player.
yeah,
Right. Yeah.
can face
Yeah.
NBA bench players. Lamar Peters is in the S tier.
Yeah.
I have him here.
I do. Look, he's better than Scoob, but it's all about fitness.
Yeah.
It's all about Lamar Peters, bro. He he don't take he don't take nothing serious with his diet and all that. He just shows up and hoops.
So lately he's been posting, and the timeline is whatever. You can control the timeline. But he has been posting a lot of fitness. So
Yeah.
hope that is something that he's gonna stay true to.
Because if he gets fit, if he gets super fit, I'm not even saying he needs to get his bag work to look like the way it did in the G League. I'm just saying he needs to get more fit. That's it.
Just more
And
fit.
he just more fit to play more defense. Not even really about like getting the how his balance when he was in G League where he was
Mhm.
damn near on the floor. He was damn near falling on the floor, but he's still up. Like, that's a lot of balance. Like, I don't need him to get to that. He just
Yeah.
needs the defense, athleticism defensively, and he can play them.
Because defensively, and he is Mr. Offensive highlights, but defensively he's good. So what I mean, especially with his timing, he blocks jumpers. That's something he was telling Pep in the faceoff. He blocks, and that's the complete truth. And I know Pep doesn't really have a resume in ones, but to keep Pep to 0 points and you scored 30 is impressive defensively.
Yeah, very.
And he punished JQ as well. So I like what Lamar is doing right now. All right, good. So, like I was saying, with Lamar, um, he's been getting some blowouts lately. I like it. He's blocking jumpers and stuff. It looks like he's really dominating guards. So I like what I'm seeing from him, and I want him to continue doing so. What were you saying?
Yeah, that if he just improves his fitness, he can beat he could beat
He could beat who?
he could beat Numbers.
Oh, he could beat Nas. Oh, yes, he has the ability to beat Nas. So let me ask you a question. Do you think Lamar is better than Zay?
No, not as of now,
Mm.
but he can go on a hot streak. It's just that it's gonna be he can go on a hot streak and he knows how to get his shot off the way he wants it to
Yeah.
against someone other than him.
Yeah.
I could see him going on a hot streak, but I don't think he's gonna beat Zay.
Sounds good. I am fine with that. Yeah, I need him to beat somebody else who's high profile in order to get ranked over Zay. I agree with that take. Now, The next guy is Beno.
I mean, I know he just won, but I'm gonna go C tier.
You're gonna go C as well.
I'm not impressed, and he's not better than Scott. He's not better.
You don't think he's better than Scar? So I am not mad at your take.
He's not better than Scott.
I'm gonna go.
If Scar loses to Beno, that's just Scar not being like Scar's mentally like react.
Yeah, Scar mentally kills himself.
Yeah, but he's
the one thing about Scar, like Scar's jumper ain't always lights out. Yeah. But Beno's ain't either.
An NBA player that Scar reminds me of is Tyreek Evans. It's like you have a lot of game, bro. But just be consistent, perform. Just perform. What's going on? What are these these long spurts of you not doing anything?
Yeah. I agree. So you think Beno's even right under him? Because Beno definitely got smacked by Bruce. He's saying that, and he went to do an interview with Marcus Teague and Duran Lamb, backcourt connection. Salute to them. That he had something going on outside of hoops. I believe somebody close to him might have passed something in that realm that was really tragic and messed up his mindset. But that's some of why he lost to Bruce. But he got destroyed by Nas and lost to Iso Tay, who we're going to talk about too. And he did beat Friga though. He beat Friga. So I'll have Beno here because you do disappoint me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he did consistently disappoint. Right.
Next is C4. Caleb Huffman is his name.
I didn't watch that.
You weren't able to watch, no problem. All I'm gonna tell you is he beat Iso Tay 30-6. I'm gonna tell you right now, I think he's here.
Oh, what did I miss?
Yes. I didn't want to spoil it for you because I didn't want you to, get influenced by my take. I wanted you to just watch it blind. I didn't want to tell you, hey, you need to watch it because I didn't want to do that.
It said 1 hour and 23 minutes, and I was like, bro.
Oh, got you.
That's why.
Yeah. Because you didn't feel like skipping and stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. No problem. Yeah, I sent you the BJ game, the rematch. But I have him in the S tier.
Really?
He showed pro levels, and I'm interested in what he could do against some of these iffy NBA bench players. He has size, and he beat Iso Tay 30-6.
How tall is he?
6'3".
Oh, okay. And he plays like a guard?
Yes. He plays like a 2.
What kind of 2? Dvontay Friga 2 or like
Nah, he's not that guard. You said who?
Dvontay Friga or D-Book?
Or D-Book. D-Book.
Oh, really? Okay, D-Book. Okay.
Well, you see how Dvontay, he has some point guard responsibilities right now that Minnesota isn't.
No, I said Dvontay because he's less of that. He's more catch and shoot than he's more catch and shoot and let a point guard take it up for him.
But Dvontay takes the ball up.
Because that team needs him to play that role right now.
I don't think C4 would do that. You know what I'm saying? I know C4 is not NBA, but I'm just saying, I don't think C4 would do that. Typically in games, he's more of a, I will go get you the bucket type of scorer from what I see from him in ones, but I haven't seen him play twos. I have not seen him. Say it again?
Like Bradley Beal?
Maybe like a Bradley Beal, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, he has good shot selection, all that. I think he could really heal people who think they can come in and come into this scene. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See,
Okay.
I'm mad at myself because I got J. Lou's face here, but I didn't put left hand Dom. What we'll do is we'll edit and put left hand Dom face in here at some point. But we'll do that at the end.
Yeah, you got to do that.
Yeah, I gotta bring left hand Dom in. J. Lou, what are we thinking?
I'm respectfully going D tier because somebody gonna go there. Dude, somebody gotta go there. We gotta move people down, maybe. Like, I don't think he's like, okay, would you if he played Beno or Scar, what would happen?
Nah, I got Scar beating him. I got Beno beating him.
Right. And it's like I clearly got them winning. So I think that shows that he's a tier below them. And we might have to move Pat, right? Or maybe let's wait.
Since Pat just lost to Pep, let's bring him down.
Yeah. Now, how do you feel about J. Lou versus Pat? What is the score going to be? Because I think Pat would win, but what? How? What? It wouldn't be a blowout, right? Or would
I got Pat winning a convincing game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking 30 to 21. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how I think of it too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now we got BJ. BJ brings us back to the A tier. I got BJ beating Eli.
Okay.
He's playing pro right now. BJ, so BJ and Caleb Huffman, they have played multiple games against each other. They're 1-1 against each other. So Caleb won the game that I sent you, the TNC 02 game, that where they opened the card. But they did a TNC series in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and BJ beat him over there. So BJ's good. BJ's former D1. BJ has a beautiful looking jump shot, and BJ wins. BJ's athletic. BJ uses his wingspan well. I like watching BJ.
So BJ is basically played out of his mind to win that because you're saying that. So how much better is Caleb Huffman than BJ? I mean, I will watch,
So
but
their
is
first
it
game was down to the wire. Their
the
second game was
game?
when Caleb showed he's better than BJ.
Okay. So the first game, BJ won a close game, but then the second game, Caleb Huffman won convincingly, like 30 to
Yes,
20.
and my thing with BJ is his shot selection and things of that nature. It was disappointing me.
Yeah, okay. Then I'm not mad at the way it looks. Because I was gonna say, is Caleb Huffman the top of the A or something
Or
like
is he
that?
bottom
Like,
of the S?
because what like what is making him bottom of S? Like, why is he S and then BJ A? Why is it two different tiers? You know?
Okay, why are they two different tiers? Interesting. I think Caleb uses his size so well to get what he wants on that court, and he knows how to use his handle right. I think he knows how to get into the right shots he wants. He attacks the rim. He has really good off the dribble three. He knows how to create space on the perimeter and then get into a shot. So I like what I see from Caleb. But here's what I'll say. How about we see more from him, and then we get him into the S?
I think we need to see more. Like, you haven't played them niggas. Yeah. You haven't played them, so yeah, you gotta like top of A. And there's gonna be some more A tier guys to separate BJ and Caleb Huffman.
Yeah, we could do it like that. Yep.
I'm sure the BJ guy not the best A tier guy, but probably
Yeah.
not.
Yeah. BJ not the best A tier. He's good, but not the best.
Mm-hmm.
So the next guy is Frank Nitty. Let's start to bang through some of these names.
He's A and he's above Eli, but you gotta decide whether he's above BJ or not.
He's not above BJ. So he would have tough games against Eli. Just because Eli does ones. So Nitty doesn't do ones like that. So Nitty, he won the point differential against Beno, where they played 2 games against each other. They were both to 16. They were ones and twos, and Nitty won the point differential against Beno, and Beno is like a couple inches taller than him. Now, Nitty also lost to Skoob in New York. He lost that lead, but he is impressive at the same time. And he has potential as a ones guy, even though he is an older guy on this list. He's well into his 30s. He has potential if he would just play ones, man, but he's not really feeling the ones. They had to give him a lot of chicken for him to play this last time.
Right. And he played very well.
He played well, but then he lost his offense against Skoob, and it's like he didn't really find his direction of what he's supposed to do against Skoob, and Skoob kind of showed like why he wins ones. So but I like Nitty, and I wanted to continue to play. He would have tough times against Eli, though. That's an interesting one right here. Nitty and Eli being next to each other. That's the interesting one.
But I also can say that if he doesn't practice ones and he's able to keep up with Skoob like that, so like that means that if he did, right?
Mm-hmm.
He has the game.
Yes.
He has the game.
He has the game, the stamina, all of it.
Penalize him a little bit just because he doesn't practice ones, but I'm not going to penalize him too much. I still give him a little bias where I'm like, yo, I know that if you just put it together correctly and have a game plan going into one, then you can beat some of these guys in H.
Yeah.
And I think Eli Carter is one of those guys.
Yeah. It would have to be a very polished Nitty to beat Eli. Now, do you think Nitty will beat Eli tomorrow? I mean, it's hard to say. Eli is actually injured, but I'm just saying you don't have too much knowledge of Eli, though, do you?
Not too much, no. But I'm just giving him the benefit of the doubt on the list. Tomorrow, Eli could win but let's do tomorrow they play 10 times.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, as Nitty, I would think Nitty would win 6-4.
Because Nitty's great defensively.
Yeah, and if Nitty got chemistry with the ones game, especially playing 10 times against Eli, then I would say he would win 6-4.
Let's get to Day Day. Day Day has risen out of the C tier to come to the B tier.
Yeah, he's not as disappointing as those C tier dudes. So.
No, he's not a disappointment.
The Keyshawn dude is on C watch, so you can put him right.
He is on C watch, yes.
So Day Day or Mike Harden, these two frustrating players to watch.
So Day Day just beat Qel. He beat Jay Horn. And it seems like he's found a jumper. So Day Day's an interesting guy. I like that he got the opportunity to play in the pay-per-view versus Latin. I will put him in the B tier. I'm trying to see, does he have enough wins? Does he do his job enough for me to put him above Reese? I feel like they would have a good matchup.
I mean, if you can beat Mike Harden, you can beat Reese, but Yeah, but if you can beat Michael Harden, you can beat Reese. But at the same time, though, I actually don't even like to say Mike Harden. Okay, let me just think about Reese because Mike Harden could get in a close game with anybody.
Yeah,
So,
Mike Harden could get in a close game with anybody.
like, even an A-tier guy.
He
So,
could.
with Reese, I don't know between Reese and Jaden. I actually don't know who's better.
Dede has great defense. Dede's played plenty ones. Reese is on the up and up as well, though. I'm interested to see how this TNC season comes out.
I've seen Jaden impress. He's impressed me. He's impressed me a lot before. Forget why. Forget who was playing against him, but he turned somebody into a dummy.
He turned somebody into what?
Into a dummy. It was like, man, he's playing against the cone. Like,
oh, got you. Yeah. Like playing against air. Yeah, cone work.
Yeah. It was like, wow, this guy, he's cooking on both ends. He was cooking. I was like, okay, I like it. So I'll say Day above Reese because I've never seen that. I never felt like that about Reese.
Next is Latin, so he's gonna go into the A tier.
I like Latin over Eli.
You like Latin over Frank Nitty?
I like Latin over Nitty. You know, he doesn't have the intangible, and one thing Nitty has is intangible.
Okay.
But
that would be a nice matchup too.
Yeah. But Latin just knows how to get it done. He knows how to find that way to get on that streak that he's like the Lamar Peters of A tier. Like he will get on that streak and kill you. Like, yeah.
So
he's not even out of shape.
Yeah, he's not out of shape at all. Exactly. Latin is interesting against BJ. Latin, but the thing with Latin, so Latin, we just need to see more from him. You know, I thought somebody like Latin was supposed to really like wreck the scene. He did get a pay-per-view spot against Cam, and he lost in June. He lost. I think he lost a lead. Is what happened. I have TNC League now, so I can watch that game. Excuse me. I need to watch how that went down. But of course, since then he's beaten Reese and he's beaten Dede. He's beaten both of those guys actually. So, yeah, go ahead.
He's perfected the craft of having every tool that he possibly could get for his size.
Yeah.
Moving his feet well defensively. Having the strength to push somebody off of him a little bit when he has the ball. Taking a nice step back threes, obviously. He's great with those. He's getting to the rim and getting some nice layups, crappy layups, floaters, and all kinds of cool stuff. It's just random turnaround fadeaways. Anything. Yeah, so I like where he's above Nitty.
Yeah, I think he has to be above Nitty. The way Nitty lost that lead against Skoob, I really didn't like his offense.
Nitty's missing what Latin has done, which is perfect his craft as a 1v1 guy. That's what Nitty needs. And that's where Latin can get him. Latin can beat him by him.
Yeah.
Like, you're just not ones ready right now.
Yeah, you're not ready for ones the way we do ones. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So here's Cam. Cam goes in the A tier.
Latin is like a benchmark of a certain sort. As I'm looking at it,
I'm wondering about this Latin BJ thing, man. I'm thinking about doing this. That's a very interesting thing. Oh man. Whatever. I have Cam here. He's in the A tier. The most important thing about this list is the tiers, not so much the order we're trying, but we can wake up tomorrow, we can see a new game, and then obviously everything changes. So order is not too much of the issue. It's more about the tiers. And Cam is A tier.
I'm thinking that we might have to add a new tier. Like,
say it again.
Thinking we might have to add a new tier.
You think we might have to add a new tier, like an A minus?
Like an E. So, like, just drop people down.
Oh, like an E tier. Like an F tier, pretty much?
Because I'm seeing Latin is a certain type of benchmark.
Interesting.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm putting Latin here. Latin did some crazy work in that 85 point. I'm sorry that was over a year ago, but it was crazy work.
I think Cam, Nitty, Eli, they need to be a tier below what you're saying B-Day is, and Latin, and Caleb. Yeah, those are different tiers. Like, those are really different tiers. But if you want to be nice to people, then you could do like a A plus, and then an A minus. If you want to be nice to people for like how they feel,
you want to do an A plus.
But I would just say E tier, just move Pat and J. Lou down there, and then the C tier really look. It says you disappoint me. Sounds like D tier. Like, that just sounds like D tier. Like, you disappoint me sounds like a D tier, like, to me.
Yeah. How about this? You should be better. D tier, you disappoint me. Uh-oh. What happened?
And then E tier is you gotta switch it up. It's not working.
Oh no, we're not gonna do that. Okay, we'll just leave things how they are a little bit right now.
I think it's the settings. The settings. Yeah, add a row below.
Okay, perfect. You want to let's add a row below here.
Okay.
A minus.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
We'll call A minus can beat an S tier sometimes.
You mean A plus? Yeah.
Okay, you want to do A plus and then A?
A plus and A minus.
And A minus. All right, sounds good. All right, cool. Where's Rob Cologne? I want to put him.
Yeah. He's right in front of Skoob.
Put him above Skoob.
It's like I could say. See, I trust Lamar. I trust Lamar's shooting shot selection.
People will not like us putting Lamar over Cologne, but Lamar, now he has that experience in them tough fights, and Cologne lost a game that he should not have lost against DA.
See, Rob is he has proven himself more in women's.
Mm-hmm.
But we've still seen enough Lamar to say that we could put him above Rob, because I just trust his shot selection way more. But
yeah.
even like Rob's defense a lot. I actually like his defense more than Lamar. So that's what I'm still thinking about. Because a very strictly Jamal Crawford type of shot selection
Yeah.
versus somebody who's like, okay, this is more like Harden. Okay, he knows how to get to his shot that he really wants. And he can knock down those shots that he takes. I trust every Lamar shot. I don't trust a lot of Rock shots.
Mm-hmm.
And those two don't know who's better.
Hey, man. I think Lamar's better than Rob. Rob had that tight game against ISO Tay that I think Tay lost the lead, something like that. And then Rob lost to Skoob. I trust Lamar in a dog fight, in a firefight, more than Rob. Rob can get a blowout, but I trust Lamar in those trenchy dog fights. The refs have let the game get ugly. So you just need to see who can put the ball in the basket. I like Lamar more than Rob.
I told you about how I don't like players like Jordan Clarkson in the NBA. I just don't think that in the long haul, when it gets to the playoffs, when it gets serious, that they're trustworthy players and they always sell in those moments. And I think Rob is a lot like that offensively. But defensively, as good as you say Lamar is, I will say Rob is a little bit better. It's a tad bit better.
Interesting.
Yeah. He can match up with anybody defensively.
We have Kyree Walker here, so he's gonna go to the top of D tier.
Really?
Unless you
really?
think up here. Is that what you think?
I think he's even better than Scottie Lewis. Yeah.
Kyree needs to put together a full game though.
Yeah. What was score with him and Knox?
Maybe 31-11. Something in that realm.
Yeah. A couple moves where it was like maybe it's a Nitty situation. Maybe it's a Nitty situation.
A Nitty situation as in he just needs more what do you call it? Experience with playing ones themselves.
Yeah. Because I do think he's better than
some bad games.
I think he's still better than Beno. He just doesn't know how to play.
I got Beno beating Kyree Walker.
I think you're flustered at how bad he played.
No, he's lost games. He lost to Bruce clearly. And then he went and lost to this dude that they went and called Bronny because he looks like Bronny James in the face. He lost to him. I'm sorry, I don't want to be rude to his resume, but when I don't know you and I don't see any D1, anything in your background, I can consider you a nobody. Like you lost to an average Joe type of thing. So I'll put him in the C tier. I'll put him behind Beno. I think Beno will beat him.
Beno, like when I saw the move that he did get off on Nas, I was like, man, that's impressive.
You talking Kyree, huh?
Kyree Walker, yeah. Like, these are impressive moves, though. The ones that he was getting, he just needs to have a game plan. Like, I think he could beat Beno, but yeah, I thought he could beat Beno. He's easily more talented than Beno.
I think if they play tomorrow, Beno's beating Kyree Walker.
Beno would find a way to, yeah, that is true. Beno would beat and find a way to beat him.
Yeah. I have Isote right here. He's gonna be in this range.
He just looks like he's got about to get an argument.
Say it again.
He just looks like he's about to get in an argument.
Tay's face right here in this screenshot.
Yeah,
That's
like
funny.
he's just arguing all day.
He did not look happy. Tay disappointed against Caleb. I believe he was a favorite in the community to beat Caleb. He lost 30-6. And then he's lost all of his pay-per-view games this year. He lost to he lost to Zay at the start of the year by about 9 points or so. I think he did cross the 20-point mark though. Let me not kill him for that one. He almost beat Rob, which had me gassed a little bit in June. And he actually beat Beno in a game where, they marketed Beno as I believe they marketed him as a G League guy. So, yeah, Tay's had a year, man. He's had an up and down year. I think he's in the B tier. We'll say he typically does his job just because he goes against great guys. But he hasn't shown that he can beat these guys, these S and A+ guys.
Yeah, he plays good play. Yeah, he's a good B tier representative.
Yeah. I have Bruce here. I'm going to put Bruce in the A- tier. Say what?
Nitty. That's why it was good that we did the extra tier, because I'm not really that high on Cam either.
Okay, let's talk.
I mean, it's good that we did this. That tier was really good because it was a good separation. Because, man, there is a big difference.
Between the A+ and the A-.
Don't you see the difference? There's a difference.
I think there is a difference between the A+ and the A-.
It's a big difference, bro. I see it a difference, and I'm like, bro, like really just work on ones. But he's practicing for big threes. But work on ones, man. You can beat these guys.
I got. Yeah, go ahead. Talk to me.
Yeah, I do have Cam over Bruce.
You have Cam over Bruce, yeah.
But I also want to say Nitty over Bruce, but let's just bother Nitty. Just put Nitty below
Yeah,
Bruce.
exactly, right? Yeah.
Just piss him off. Like, because you can beat Bruce
if you just lock in. We have Nesco now.
I got him. Okay, I mean, I don't know BJ, so I was gonna say bottom of A+, but
you have him behind Latin.
I have him behind Latin, but I can see that if they play 10 times, they might need to play an 11.
Yeah. So this is a matchup that I've heard Davo talk about in his Discord. I've heard some of the streets talk about this matchup if they did the TNC versus OTD card. So Nesco is a very interesting one. And he has impressed this year. He did lose that very tight game against Moon where he actually lost a big lead to Moon. But then he went and had the no contest versus Ty Lawson in a game where Ty Lawson looked decent, but Nesco's actually disappointed me. And then he went and took care of business finally and washed Ty Lawson 30-1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nesco, like, I liked him as bottom of A+, but I don't know BJ. But
yeah,
he's a benchmark for A+. Like, y'all A- dudes are not him. You're not at his level. Yep. But y'all gonna have to get to that level to beat him. Nesco can randomly beat Skoob.
So there we go. So we're gonna keep talking about resumes. He has beaten Skoob twice.
Okay, didn't even know that.
And one of those matchups was this year. I think, yeah. So they did a Nesquick game where they played to 16 and they played 1s and 2s, and he beat Skoob.
Matter of fact, never mind. I watched that.
You did watch it, huh?
I watched that Nesquick thing. I watched the Marcellus was watching it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I watched that whole thing. For some reason, that day
You watched a lot of those games, huh?
Yeah, I watched the 2v2 as well.
You think Latin is still better than Nesco?
See, Skoob is really supposed to be A+, but everybody that he convinced people enough and he played enough to where it's like, we know, okay, you beat Rob, you beat Lamar. So that's why that's the only reason you're S. You're only there because of that. But like, if you're just going off of what, like, I'm just forget what he forget what game he won. I'm just based on like using the 10 game. Forget the actual wins he's gotten. Use the 10 game rule, and then think about his game and say who is he better than, and where does he belong? He belongs A+, top of A+, but he's when you count in the wins that he got.
The fact that he actually did beat Lamar and Rob.
Both of them. He beat two different guys. And I could also say that if he played Zay or Nas, it wouldn't be a blowout. They wouldn't blow him out.
Correct.
It's like, if I could say that, then yeah, you do belong. And
but it's
yes,
gonna be hard
it's
gonna be hard for Nas and Zay to blow out the A+ guys too.
So like Skoob, he's convinced us enough to say S. But
I'm gonna go here with B, by the way. I'm gonna go here.
Yeah. Skoob, you convinced us enough to be S, but you convinced us. It's like you've been persuading us.
Yeah, you've been persuading us. You have overachieved. I believe ABC Crew called him the player of the year, which I'm not mad at.
Right.
You've been outside so much, and you have some really good wins this year.
Matter of fact, I got the perfect. Skoob is the Jimmy Butler 2023 Jimmy Butler.
That's a good one. That's a good one right there.
Like Jimmy Butler, where it's like when it's the playoffs, okay, he's S.
Playoff time, pay-per-view time, away game time, Jimmy Butler, Skoob, that's a goodie right there.
He's Jimmy Butler. But just going off of how your game is, you're not S. Like, everybody knows.
I like that.
Jimmy Butler is.
Oh, yeah, right. Jimmy Butler not first team. He's typically not supposed to be second team, but honestly, if you're in the right year, he will be second team All NBA.
Mm-hmm. And also, maybe that's what you're thinking about with the BJ dude. With maybe BJ is Jamal Murray. Maybe because it's like the way you floated between A- and A+.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you regular season, you're not A+, but you showed up.
This is my only thing with this A-, A+ thing. First off, I want BJ to play more games. That would make it easier for me to grasp. My only thing is, when I watch Caleb and BJ play, it doesn't look like Caleb is a tier above. Literally. It does not look like he's a tier above.
Be careful putting BJ in the same tier as that Cam at the top of.
Yeah.
Does he belong there? I'm like, just based off what you're saying, it doesn't sound like he belongs in this tier with Cam, Bruce, Nitty, Eli. Like, it doesn't sound like that.
I think it's a bit better. I mean, it's like I think we've placed him well. He does float in between these tiers, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So next is Ryan. I'm gonna wrap this up soon. So such a funny list because he just lost to Mike, and it looks like Mike is better than him. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So you can't put him above Mike.
And he lost to Moon this year, but he's beaten like everybody else that he played. Oh, but he did lose to the guy in Indiana. This guy that went to Pike with the Teague, like with Teagues. I don't know if he went at the same time as Jeff Teague, but I believe he went at the same time as Marcus Teague. So he lost to that guy in Indiana. It was a guy in Indiana who went to a HBCU D1. You know what I'm saying? So Ryan,
I might have seen him on 520's Instagram and stuff.
The guy.
I'm thinking now you can. My fault. I'm all over the place. You can move Keyshawn down to C, right? Top of C.
He's better than Scar, so I'll do that.
Right. He's just top of C.
He actually beat Scar. Yeah, we could put him in C. Oh, yeah, we could put him in C.
Because B tier is getting crowded, and what's consistent with Keyshawn is he's just not as good as them. So you move him down.
Yeah.
And it's like Scar is really talented. So
yeah, exactly. It's not like being in Scar's tier is bad. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So I put Ryan here.
Okay, so Ryan over Reese? I don't like that.
I'm putting him behind.
I don't like that. Yeah.
But then Mike just beat Ryan. What do you think about this Mike and Ryan thing? You if they're next to each other, you have to give him the tiebreaker.
I don't even like Ryan like that, so you can put Ryan at the bottom of B.
Yeah, bottom of B.
Ryan, yeah. He's a head scratcher. He could even be like, I mean, the way I've seen, I was not impressed when he played against Roy.
Yeah.
And Roy made him look like a kid. Like, I was not impressed. And I've seen Ryan play a couple other times. He wasn't really that impressed. He's like, to me, you might have to move Scottie Lewis down to D tier and then just put Ryan at the top of C. Just give C a new standard.
That's tough, man.
But you've seen good Ryan games, so that's why you still want to move Scottie Lewis down.
You want to move Scottie Lewis down to the D tier?
Okay.
He did get smacked up by Bruce. Bruce really like.
Scottie Lewis, that's disappointing. He was just league.
Yeah, I'm talking preseason NBA. Yes. It's an interesting one. We'll think about that as time goes on. Let's see. We have Keyon right here. Keyon Menifield. So Keyon beat Qel 30-8 back in June. And then he beats Reese, right? Yeah, he beat Reese on this last pay-per-view right here. I want to put Keyon here.
You see, here's the thing, because we haven't listed Qel yet. And this is a good time to talk about Qel because he's right there. He's right there.
He's right here.
It's weird with Qel because, hear me out, beating Qel is not that impressive. But when Qel beats you, it's impressive. It's like, it's so weird. If you beat Qel, now he beat Qel 30-8, but Qel is so small that it's like he really has to figure it out to win. And I give him grace for that.
I'm gonna put
I think
Qel over here.
like
He beat Malik.
I want to put Kel bottom of A minus because he has
Now
that
we talking.
where he's like Jamal Murray, where it's
Rise
like
to the occasion.
rise to the occasion. In the playoffs, you're Steph, but regular season, you're Jamal Crawford. You're regular season, you're not all that. But in the playoffs, you're Steph.
So I wish you knew more about Eli Carter because we could have talked about this Qel versus Eli Carter thing. I think that's a really good matchup for the future.
Yeah,
I think all these are good matchups. We're putting together a good tier list, dog.
because I'm separating like Kel is not beat. He's not. He's gonna find a way.
So Qel, right? Interesting. What do you think about Qel versus Reese?
You said he lost him? Is that what you said?
They have not played each other. Qel and Reese have not played each other.
I mean, I liked what Reese was doing, so he could definitely do that. So what he did against Latin, he could do that on Kel. But
Yeah, man.
Kel is like
Kel's jumper is inconsistent. Like when he has his jumper on, well, he's gonna beat you, boy.
Like I was gonna say, he's like inconsistent Latin.
Oh, that's
He's
interesting.
inconsistent. He's a streaky Latin. Yeah.
So one thing I wish you would have seen Day versus Qel because Day just beat Qel. Do you think Qel is a tier above Day?
Oh, if it just happened, I didn't see it.
It just happened. That's an interesting right there.
I think here they play 10 times.
I think Qel would have played a better game against Latin than what Day just did in that pay-per-view. Because Latin just clearly beat Day. And Day kind of reverted. It looked like Day played a really good game against Qel. You know what I'm saying?
You know, okay. No, this is not related to the league. It's not related to the NBA. But I'm relating this to what we're going to do in the future with our NBA players 1v1 list. Where when we talked about Kyree, it's gonna be a cliffhanger. When we talked about Kyree,
yes,
Cal is like that where 10 times, if he plays you 10 times, he's not winning majority of the games against these A minus dudes.
Mm-hmm.
But he'll beat you like 3 times, and he'll beat you badly them 3 times. Like it's like what? Yeah. Like remember the guy that we're gonna debate this another day. The guy that had against Kyree. If Kyree plays him 10 times, I actually think that guy would beat him more. Like 6'4", 7'3", but the 3 times Kyree wins is going to be like
it's going to be electrifying. Yeah,
that was beautiful.
That's an interesting take.
And I think that's what Qel would do against a lot of these guys, like Bruce or something.
Yeah. Well, Bruce is a real funny name just because of his size difference. He only plays against certain sized guys like the Beno, like the Kyree Walkers, the Scottie Lewises.
Yeah, bigger guys.
You know, somebody like Lamar who has weight on him. You know what I'm saying? These are the guys that Bruce, Zay, of course. You know, he could play Nas. You know, there's a weight class. So honestly, with this weight class, he should see Caleb at some point. It's disappointing what happened with Tay because I won't even go as far as say it's disappointing what happened with Tay. I think it's just that Bruce got so much better because what's crazy is back in about 2024, Tay beat Bruce twice.
Mm.
But Bruce has gotten way better since then. So that's what
Cal could beat Bruce on some. It'll be like it'll be on some stuff where like you see Steph going get it completely, Kyree going for 50. That type of vibe.
Or
That's
you
how
might,
Kel would beat Bruce.
yeah, exactly. That's how the win would go. But typically, you'd see Bruce bottle him up.
But that's a lot of energy he's exerting to beat him for that one game.
Yep.
And then those other games, they play 10 times, Bruce is just going to beat him. It's going to be pretty simple.
We have Friga right here. I've been thinking about this guy, man. I don't know what I'm going to do with Friga.
See, when Nas cooks somebody, it's like you are a certain type of way and then you're also this kind of way about Rob. It's okay. They disappointed you in the big stage and like really badly, but you gotta give them their flowers for what. Just think like, okay, you were thinking about the wins themselves and like how many convincing wins. It's kind of like your ring watching them, or like how far do you go in the
You see
playoffs?
why I just put Friga?
What? No. You know where I would put Friga? It's so funny how you put him there because I would move him one row exactly.
Oh, you're talking here?
I'm talking. I would put him like. I think Kel and Friga are similar.
Oh, man.
I think they're very, very similar.
Friga?
Friga is like. It's just that Friga is. Look,
So Friga's losses this year include Beno and Eli Carter.
See, the problem with Friga, he's like the A and up version of Scar. Where it's like, yo, competitive nature, where is it? Like, where is the stop being nice out there?
So I mean, well, I will say Friga's had some mean games, mean street games. I will say that.
But I don't believe it. Like, what are you saying?
First of all, I'm putting Keyon up here. We'll talk later.
He's talking trash. What you think?
I'll do that. I'll do that. I'll do that. Yeah. I'll do that. I'll do that.
With Friga, I don't believe the trash talk. He has the worst. Him and Scar have the worst competitive nature for seeing how anybody.
I think he could have actually beat Eli. Go watch Eli and Friga. Go watch that.
I know how Friga plays, and I'm like, yo, I know he's in the A's. He can't be a B. He's too talented for that.
You think he's too talented for the B's, huh? I think Malik will give him a run for his money.
That's fine. That's how the list goes. Like just like how you would think that Caleb would give the S tier guys run for their money. Some guys, there,
Yeah,
right?
I agree. I agree.
That's how it is.
Okay.
I think.
All right. The last time I saw Friga play was in that New Jersey event against Eli. He lost, and I said, man, the way Malik played in that event, I was like, man, Malik looks better than Friga.
But I personally have to see more Malik.
Yeah. You do. Go check out Malik.
That is the problem. That is the problem. I know Friga. I know how disappointing he can be. Remember, I told you years ago when I used to watch. I watched Friga come up. He was one of those YouTubers that
Watched Friga for years.
I watched Friga when he first started. I just found him. He was playing at his D3 gym. I found him. I was just watching it for no reason. I think I don't know Malik that well, but he's definitely. I could see why. I could see how he could be a tier above Day. Does that make sense? Even if Day might beat him in the game that you see. And
yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Fair. Okay.
When Freeze's hot, bro. When Freeze's hot, it's a problem.
When he's hot, say it again.
When he's hot, it's a problem.
Yeah, it is. He has a very volatile jumper. It's like, man, when that jumper is falling, it's like, oh my god, yo, what level did he play at again? D3, huh? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's like, oh, he wasn't D1? Yeah, he has that.
Yeah, that is how he plays on the court. Like, man, his jumper is very it's very shocking. Like, oh my gosh.
It's like a
we just fall, man.
Remember Omri Caspi against the Warriors? Like,
yep.
What? Like, how are you this hot?
All right. We have Moon here. Last but not least, of course.
So he's A+.
Let's give him the respect because Caleb needs more games.
I mean, from what you're saying.
What do you think about Moon right here?
Nah. Man.
What do you think about Skoob right here?
You're making me want to move Skoob down. If you're gonna do that, like Moon, you putting Moon up there means let's move Skoob down. And yeah, I could say this is a good list. This is separating everybody because these four on the S tier belong up there.
I think this is a good S tier, man.
Let's just separate those four from everybody else. Like,
I think this is good. I like it. This is a list that makes people mad, but I like the list. I think this is a good S tier. What do you think about Moon's placement? What? Because Moon missed the 25,000, so he beat Cam. Moon this year has won all his major league games. I do hear this rumor that he actually lost a game in the Z League to this guy who's bigger, this D1 guy who's bigger than him. But I'm not going to penalize him too much. I think the leagues are going to start to go towards more weight class stuff, so I'm not penalizing him much. And I think he lost that game only by like 1 point or so. So Moon against his weight class, against his crop of guys, which these guys here. I like this list.
It's your pick, though. Like him and Caleb, right? That's your pick.
Yeah, him and Caleb. I have to give Moon the respect of. I've seen him in more firefights. I've seen him in more dog fights. I've seen him in more recent games. And I think Moon has and Caleb showed that he actually has an approach to ones, but Moon just has more of a track record where you have to give him that tiebreaker. Even though if he played ISO Tay, I don't think he's doing him 30-6. I don't think he's doing that to him.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna think about Moon and Nesco.
So my thing is Caleb, because I can do this, but Caleb, man. My thing is, it makes me feel weird to not see Skoob and Moon next to each other. But I mean, I guess this is what games are for. We have to see games to separate these things.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about Moon and Nesco? Talk to me, because I think their lifetime record is 1-1 against each other on camera. And then of course, so Moon just beat Nesco in February.
Nesco's too inconsistent. Moon is more consistent.
I agree.
That's why I have Moon over it. Real quick, because my battery on my headphones is getting low.
Yes, we've been here for a while. This has been a good episode.
Friga and Qel are actually the litmus test for whether Skoob or Moon or Caleb could get to S tier, right?
Okay, talk to me.
Because Friga and Qel, I don't care how much y'all do, how cool you, how good you feel in the game, you're not beating those four up there. You're not. Their best.
Yeah, Friga and Qel are not beating the S tiers.
Like 10 games.
So like, what we're trying to do with this tier list is we're trying to say pretty much these tiers, if you're not like you cannot beat whoever's 2 tiers above you. That's pretty much what we're trying to do.
It would be a miracle
because what we're gonna do, we're gonna get comments, right? Comment sections might say, "Oh, but but Malik beat blank in the A- tiers. Why you put Malik in B tier?" You know what I'm saying? Like for example, the Qel and Day conversation. Day just beat Qel. So, okay, fine. If Day and Qel, they're close enough, I'm putting them in tiers next to each other. So I can't put Qel 2 tiers above him. He's a tier, he's one level above, and we'll see how time goes. I think Day just played a really good game against Qel. Now, and I think Qel kind of disappointed against Day as well. Like I think that was a perfect storm type of game, and I need to see that game happen more often before I'm putting Day above Qel. But I think the A- tier is beating the C tiers. You know what I'm saying? I think the A+ tier is beating the B tiers.
Right.
And the F tiers beating the A- tiers.
Right. No miracles can a miracle for A- can only take 1 game out of 10 games.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's a good list, bro.
Yeah.
All right, Wills. This has been a long time coming. I started talking about this idea within this week. Thank you for doing this show with me, man. Oh man, we gotta do it. Almost did the cutout. What are we doing with left hand Dom?
Dom.
And so I can't believe I don't have his face here. I feel like I've cut his face out. Talk to me.
Yeah, my headphone was dead, but so I'm just on speaker now.
Okay.
Dom. From what I saw, I would clearly have him above Ryan. That's what I'm sure of.
That's what you're sure of, yeah. I do have him at least in the B tier. I'm considering putting Dom in the A- tier.
Do you want to put him okay, so Dom and Day.
Got Dom winning.
You got Dom winning that. Okay. That's actually okay. That's surprising. I didn't know you were that confident about him. That surprised me.
I think left hand Dom is comfortably in the A- tier.
Comfortably? Oh, so he's okay.
I think him and Qel would play a good game against each other. I would actually put Dom above him.
So do you want to move? Where does Friga really belong? Like he's like a tweener between A- and B, isn't he?
You talking Friga?
Yeah, because maybe the left hand dom is A-.
Okay. This is where my mind is right here with Friga, man.
It might need. I don't know. I was thinking about the B+ and B- thing.
It's okay. It's okay.
Because
complicated too much.
You see what we're doing? Yeah, we're doing a lot.
Yeah. The more we look, the more we can complicate it. I'll put Dom's face right around here. So
okay, in between Nitty and Eli. Oh, okay. Oh, he's up there.
Yeah, he's in this range. He
didn't impress me that much, but
he didn't impress me. But I think he's A- too.
Yeah. Okay.
Good. So I'll cut his face out, and then we'll do that. Good talking. Good. First day of shows for Watchtower. Make sure y'all like and subscribe, and we'll put this out on our social medias. All righty.